That means I'm not gonna see Lester do the bunny hop. That's my impersonation of an old crabby person, man or woman. Oh yeah. It's getting kind of fun. Guys, you know what time it is. Oh, let's go. Let me see that Tootsie Roll. Bunny hop, not Tootsie Roll. We ain't doing a Tootsie Roll. We ain't doing no Tootsie Roll. Or can we? It ain't the butterfly, it's a Tootsie Roll. Well, hey folks, hi to hello, and thank you for joining me and the girls this morning. We already got us a nice sweat going. It's only 8:30 and we're driving over to Honey Hill. We are going, this is the only week that I'm gonna have free and available to get any work done over at Jake's. I'm hoping that the ground is gonna be dry enough to work. It did rain quite a bit last week, but it was those hit and miss showers, so I don't know exactly how much rain fell at Jake's place, but we have some fence posts to put in the ground, and I need to go ahead and try to get that started. I've been talking to you guys about this 2,000 acre property that was just sold. You heard me right. 2,000 acres sold, and it was bought by an individual who's going to turn this into a very large cattle and deer ranch. You heard me correct. They're going to put a high fence around it from what, well, this is what all the talk is about. And usually if you want talk, if you want to know the scoop on this side of the county, we go to Fire Chief Chris. Fire Chief Chris, we all love Fire Chief Chris. He is the eyes and the ears of the county, guys. Friends, this is a huge letdown. I get to Jake's place to work, and there's absolutely no fuel in the tractor whatsoever. That means I'm not gonna see Lester do the bunny hop. That's my impersonation of an old crabby person, man or woman, who's so upset because they may not see me do the bunny hop. Well, not to worry, I have another idea. I may still end up doing the bunny hop, maybe. All right, so what I'm gonna do is just possibly load up the materials that I need in my truck. What I wanna do first though is walk this fence line to just see. I just need to see if I can in fact drive my truck through here. I just don't want to get stuck. That would be the worst thing ever, to end up getting stuck. Stop talking shit. Stop talking shit about my family. The reason I say that is because no sooner did I make that snippet of video that I caught myself saying, you know what, Lester? Now, because I said the tractor has no diesel and I can't find a diesel can, there's gonna be 10 old, snappy, just angry people say, you would think that for all the work you're doing, that at least he could keep diesel in that tractor. It ain't fair, you're doing his fencing, he ain't got no diesel in that tractor. And I'm trying to tell you, stop it, just shush. He's working his ass off inside the house. I volunteered to do the fencing. And I'm not complaining. I'm just making a video telling you about different angle I'm gonna have to take because of not being able to have the tractor. I'm having to move some things out of the back of my truck to make some room so as we can use my truck. All right, 7 posts, 7 bags of concrete. That's the ready mix cement. I will need this here auger. I'll need the auger. Make sure I have fuel. Let's put some fuel to her. All right, we have loaded down my truck with the number of posts I want to put in the ground. I have a measuring tape in my pocket. I have the cement that will go in each post hole. I have the hand auger. I have a tamping tool, and I have post hole diggers if I need them. Alrighty, guys, you better hold on to your asses. You better hold on to your asses, all right? We're about to make history here. So, this is the moment of truth. This is the moment of truth. Y'all ready? Geronimo! Geronimo! Everyone scream with me, Geronimo! All right, we've gone through the first. We've gone through the first muddy spot. There's one more coming up. We're halfway there, guys. We're halfway there. We've gone through one. I'm not putting my seatbelt on it, you nuts. Here comes the other muddy spot. And Hong Kong Philly! Hong Kong Philly, we did it, y'all, we did it. We've come through both muddy spots. We made it. We made it. Now the only problem is I can't get on this side of the fence over here. I can't get over on that side of the fence, so I'm gonna have to carry these posts. I'm gonna put a few right here, which will be fine. Or I'm gonna, okay. High grass. Now this next one's gonna be tough because there are roots right there. I gotta go right on this side of that root, and I hope there's not gonna be anything else. So it ain't the butterfly, it's a Tootsie Roll. I did something so bad. I went against every principle. Oh no. I did something so bad. Let me show you. Everyone knows that I am a stickler for spatial reasoning, lines of symmetry, angles, parallel, perpendicular. Look how bad I am. Look. Guys, look. That pole, that third one right there is not in line. It's not in line. I need my fence to go this way. Look, see my finger where it's pointing? See that pointing finger? So that first pole is perfect. That second one should be right there on the other side of it. And instead, it's not. I know you can't see it. I know you have no idea. All right. That was a lot of extra work. Now the problem is, look at here. We have 2 holes so close together. Lord, I hope I stick it in the right one. Lord, help me. I hope I can stick it in the right one. So let me show you what I'm looking at over here. Sometimes you gotta be real careful. So now if you look, here's my first post. Straight line it to here. And then we're gonna straight line it to there. That's the hole we're aiming for. You don't want to end up going a little bit too far back and hit that hole, unless you're okay with that, but no. So to make it where you guys don't all go crazy on me, I'm just gonna take all this dirt and this extra concrete and push it all right inside that hole that we ain't gonna use, okay? How about that? How about that, huh? There's some more dirt over here. We're gonna fill that hole in, even though there will be no animals over on this side of the fence. We're still gonna fill that hole in. Okay, how about that? We good? Are we good? I'm good, are you good? Now look. Now we're all lined up. Y'all look at that. See that? That's how it's supposed to look. All right, the next step in this process is I could put those posts in the ground here, but these limbs have to be moved. So it's time to grab the chainsaw or the hand saw. I got a little hand chainsaw, whichever one I choose to, and cut these limbs here out of my way. I can't believe I'm about to do this, but I just trimmed out enough of these limbs and pushed them far enough out of my way where I'm gonna go ahead and take my truck, circle it around, and try to get a straight shot and go right through there. And that will save me a whole lot of having to carry concrete and post. So let's hope we can do this without doing anything damaging to my truck. Y'all know who the happiest girls are today? These two, because they're sitting in the truck while Daddy works. They're lucky girls. They're very lucky girls. All right, you keep your fingers crossed here. So I'm gonna circle myself around in this high grass. It's just high grass. Not to worry, just high grass. I don't think we have a threat of getting stuck. There's no threat of getting stuck. Am I gonna fit my truck through here? This is the big question. My mirrors, let me pull my mirrors in just in case. You guys hold on. Looky here, looky here. Look at what we're doing. We did that. We just did that, friends. We just did it. We just did that, y'all. We just did that. All right, next job is to cut these limbs out right here in front of me, okay? Okay, that wasn't bad at all. Now we can drive on up a little bit closer to the pond and unload our stuff right where we need it. And that's where we draw the line, right there. Trixie, you wanna get out and swim? How about you girls get out for a minute? Come on. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. We're gonna have to get around and check these limbs over here in the water. Okay, let me tell you the problem we're gonna have here, okay? This is gonna be a major problem because this pond is right in our way. We have to go straight across it. And so if I end up stopping the fence here, then cows are gonna simply come and they're gonna walk right around behind it when the water's low like it is right now. So we're gonna have to run the fence all the way across it. Meaning I'll put me a post here, try to cement this post in. This will not be a pull post. It'll be a single post. We're gonna go on the other side of the pond and put 3 posts, and we'll have to pull from those 3. if that makes any sense to you. The H brace, the double H brace will be on that side of the pond. And so we will end up pulling from over there. So from the H brace over there, we're gonna pull all of our wire and go completely across this pond. I'm gonna literally go ahead and take my mini chainsaw, walk along back behind here and cut these limbs here and get them out of our way. Well, this might be the scariest thing I'm gonna have to do today, is a walk around and try to cut these limbs. I'm gonna put my tripod here on this post so you all can see what it's gonna have to go through to do this. I'm only gonna take my hand, the mini chainsaw. Go, 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 go. Go on. Go on. If you're a snake, you can go on. No! No! I broke it! My mini chainsaw. Darn it. I didn't need too many more to go. I got the main one out of the way. All right, we're going to dip inside the car here and work on this chainsaw. All right. So it's not real hard to fix these things. You just got to put that chain back on there how it belongs, like so. Now you can buy more chains for them. This is the first chain that we've ever bought for ours. And then you have to line it up. It goes in a groove. I gotta find the groove. Lester, find the groove. All right, we have re-oiled our chainsaw. Got our chain ready to go, and we are going back into the water to finish this little project. All right, the second part of this is gonna be the hardest because I'm gonna have to wade out into the water, I'm afraid, to do this. I think from there you'll be able to see. I hope the water's not deep, but if that fence is gonna come straight across here, we have to get those limbs out of our way. And I don't know any other way to get out there and do it besides getting into the water. We don't have a boat. We don't have the Argo anymore. The Argo would have been great for this. All right, guys, stay with me here. Don't make me do this alone. Shh. Look out, snakes. Come on, Trixie. Lead the way, sweetie. Come on, Trixie. Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord. Come on, Lord. Lord, Lord. Come on, Trixie, get in here. Trixie, don't make me do this alone, sweetie. Please, Trixie. Lord, Lord. Lord, 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 Lord. We are going to sit here in the truck and cool off a little bit. But we're not quite done today. There's still more posts to be set, which means some augering, which means some Tootsie Roll, and we got some bunny hops still to come. Hope you guys will join us for the continuation of this video. But we're gonna cool off first. What I bring for the girls are water bottles, frozen water bottles. I just set them there. Those are nice and cold, and the girls can lick on those. They're just nothing but frozen water bottles. Now in my cooler, I'll bring myself some Propel waters and a few Gatorades. So it is hot, don't get me wrong, it is very hot, but this job has to get done. And like I said a little earlier, this is really my only week to get it done. So, time is of the essence. One lady says she could handle the Tootsie Roll and the bunny hop if I was in my 20s. but something about seeing a man my age do it is just disgusting. And the reply to her comment was, well, I think it's endearing. So to each their own, y'all. To each his own. I just don't think that the younger generation makes videos like this. They don't bunny hop and they don't do tootsie rolls, not while they're fencing, unless they're like sick. The last thing that I want to show you, and I know you're gonna have a hard time seeing it, is there's the actual existing fence line of Jake's property line, and that is officially Jake's property line. But Jake and I agreed that he should have himself a 10-foot DMZ just like we do. So Jake's fence will run here, even though that is his official property line. Before I leave today, I'm going to cut this last limb out of here, and then you guys will all know that Jake will have him a 10-foot DMZ on the back side of his fencing. So if he does ever start running cows over here, and the neighbor, by some chance, if they ever decide to clear land or get cows or anything else, and that cow ends up coming over, then Jake will have the rights to remind the neighbor that that guy's bull is on Jake's property. And then that guy will have to come by and fix that fence, and we ain't gonna have to worry about it. So that's for not now, it's for another time. But there is, in fact, a 10-foot DMZ along this side fence. All right, friends, that is all we got for today. There's one last section I want you to stick around for. I'm going to attempt to take my truck around the other side of that pond and get out Jake's front gate without getting stuck. You're not going to want to miss this. God forbid, if I end up getting stuck, this is going to be so bad because Jake's tractor has no fuel. And I don't know who I could call and what they could even do to help me besides bring diesel for the tractor. Just keep your fingers crossed we can get out of here, okay? But thank y'all for being a part of the fence building video. I want to thank my girls for tagging along. Such good girls you are. Both of you are such great girls. Awesome mini chainsaw. I'm coming, girls. And what we're going to do to end this video is scoot right through there where it's kind of low, come around the high side of the pond, and we're gonna haul ass right through there where it is low. There's standing water, so we're gonna have to really put it in 4-wheel drive and go. You guys don't want to miss this. Hold on to your seat belts if you have one, and if not, just like Bear Grylls says, hold on to the bones of your ass. Stella, you might want to sit down for this one, baby. Sweetie, you might want to sit down for this one, sweetie. All right, suit yourself, Stella. Are y'all ready? Let me find my 4-wheel drive mode. All right, we were in 4-wheel drive. Here goes nothing. All right, so far so good. Circling the pond, hold on. Oh. Raspberries. That was so easy. Guys, I'm so sorry. I got you all worked up just for that. I got you all worked up just for that. Gosh darn it. Typical man move. Get you all worked up just for nothing. Thank y'all for watching. We love you. And we will catch you guys. You need some help, sweetie? We will catch you guys on the next video.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.